If you want to build muscle and get stronger, the first thing you should do is sign up for a gym membership. Or at least that's what everyone thinks. I hadn't seriously lifted in months, and I was still the same skinny guy I've always been. And I decided to spend 30 days doing the complete opposite. No gym, no equipment, just parks and my own body weight. And I made more progress than I expected. Hello, welcome to the channel, and my name is Lomo Justin. This is the first video in a series of videos for the whole next year where I document myself month by month strength training. The only rules that I had for this month were: 1. Use only equipment or services that you can find around the house or outside. No gym or gym equipment like dumbbells or machines. 2. Work out 4 days a week on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. 3. If I don't want to work out, just work out for at least 15 minutes. That last one is something that really helped me last year when I documented myself learning the guitar. I found that if I did this, it helped me not miss a practice session, thus not making me get discouraged in the long run. That's all for the rules, so let's get what happened in the month. At the beginning of the month, I did a max rep test of each of the exercises that I would be doing so that I could compare at the end of the month. Today I'm going to film how many push-ups, sit-ups, and other exercises I can do. My estimate, I think I could probably do like, you know what, I probably shouldn't even say. Oh shit. Whew. Yeah, a lot of progress in here. I also took measurements of myself, my weight, while also taking photos of my physique. Here are the measurements now. Week 1. So when week 1 finally started, I felt pretty great because I was finally starting this challenge after planning it for a long time. It's the first day of strength training, yay! So today I'm going to be doing push and core. But as I started to work out, it was interesting starting the exercises and really getting into it after planning it for so long. But something unexpected kind of happened. I lifted weights on and off during college, but never super consistently. Though I do remember in one period of time doing pull-ups after each of my workouts and being able to hit about 12 pull-ups at that time, which is really cool. Anyways, I came into that week with an unprepared mentality of what I would be able to do. I was still somewhat connected to that guy who could still do 12 pull-ups. And even though I knew I wouldn't be able to do that many when I started this challenge because I haven't worked out in like 6 months, I still was connected to that guy. When I went to do pull-ups and dips, I was just really surprised at how weak I was. It was crazy. My body just isn't used to doing this amount of work. I found out that this is not gonna be easy. Anyways, I just pushed through and kept working out outside. I really enjoyed being able to get out of my house and find different places to work out around where I lived. It was a nice change of pace. It was also interesting doing calisthenic exercises. I really tried to focus on my form for my pull-ups and push-ups and find different exercises that would really challenge my legs. Week 2. Starting around the end of week 1 and beginning in week 2, I ran into a problem: the weather. I had been planning to work out for the whole month outside, and unexpectedly, it started to really rain some days where I couldn't use any of the equipment outside in the parks. I had to adapt and try to figure out ways to work out in my house. To solve this, I worked out in my garage, in the backyard where it wasn't super wet, and in my room. This became a constant theme for the whole month where I had to adapt to figure out different exercises to do on different surfaces around my house. It's not that fun doing a pull-up on a door, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Honestly, it built a little bit of resilience in me because it's fun trying to figure out different surfaces to do exercises, and then you can identify different places in the wild when you're just walking around that, oh, I could work out there and do some kind of calisthenic move. It's pretty cool. One place I want to emphasize that I found really helpful was working out in my room. It helped in these situations I just mentioned before when I couldn't leave the house or I was just too tired to go to the park. I could easily do some push-ups, sit-ups, or pull-ups there, and it helped when I just wanted to do my workout fast and hang out with my dog. Doing this also really helped with a dire situation that everyone runs into when they try to be consistent with something. I'm talking the days where you're super busy and it doesn't seem like you have a chance to get a workout in. One day in week 2, I came home really late, really tired, and I still had to work out. All right, it's nighttime right now. and it's Friday. So yeah, I was supposed to do pull and legs today, and I just wasn't able to do it any time of the day, and now it's like 10:45 p.m. So I'm gonna do the workout for 15 minutes in my room. I decided to invoke my third rule, which is the 15 minimum rule. I just worked out for 15 minutes doing pull-ups and squats in my room, and I got it done real quickly. I would say using this 15 minute rule really helped me in the long run. I was able to get this workout and a couple more of them done even when I didn't want to, and it just made me feel accomplished. I didn't feel like I missed a workout because I followed the rules that I set out. Alright, just a quick pause from the video. If you like my video so far and you're curious to see the rest of my journey, subscribe down below so you can see the rest of the months as I continue to post videos and continue to work out. It'll be really interesting to see how I progress and what different things I continue to learn while working out this year. I also have a Substack where I write about different ideas that I'm interested in, and I post them weekly. So click the link down in the bio and check that out as well. Alright, back to the video. Week 3. This week was really just a grind week where I locked in and did the workouts. I was able to find a calisthenic park this week where I lived, and I had great weather, so I just worked out there. It was nice being able to do all the exercises there, and I honestly didn't even know the park existed. I mean, it's just one of those things you find out that exist in your neighborhood when you don't work out in the gym. During this week, I was also feeling stronger than when I started, and I was just able to put in more reps for different exercises that I was doing. It felt really great to make progress. Week 4. So, we finally get to week 4. By week 4, I had gotten used to doing all the different calisthenic moves and gotten used to my schedule of when to do which. I would say I was more in the groove of things, which helped because I went camping that week. I went camping near the beach with 2 of my friends from Monday to Thursday. Monday, I just worked out at home in my room. Same thing on Thursday. And on Tuesday, I had to figure out where to work out when I was out camping. Fortunately, I found this lifeguard tower that had no one working in it, and I was able to do some pull-ups and back rows on it. It was a little bit weird doing the pull-ups because I had to adjust my grip to like clutch the edge, but still, figured it out and got it done. Then I finished up the rest of the workout with some squats and lunges while looking out at the beach. It's a very nice background to have the beach while you work out. It was definitely different and slightly challenging, but it was fun. It was a little bit different environment, and still proves that you don't need a gym to work out. When I got back home for the last Friday, I finished it off with more pull and legs in one of the spots that I did at the beginning of the month, and I really surprised myself. I remember only being able to do 2 pull-ups when I was in that spot, but then I came back and I genuinely surprised myself by being able to do like 7 per set, and yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, I came off at the end of the month happy to finish and just excited to see what my results were for my measurements and how many max reps that I could do for each exercise now. I went back to the same park and did the max rep test again, and I was surprised at the results. Oh my god. Yes, let's go. Whew. 10 pull-ups. Fucking did that. Alright, so let's get to what the measurements were at the end of the month and compare how they were to the beginning. If you look at the photo, you can tell that at the beginning of the month I was severely malnourished, but now I am just a little bit malnourished, which is some type of good progress. Looking at my weight, I gained about 5 pounds, which is nice. Kind of surprised as that, but I'm not totally sure if that was all muscle or a mix of muscle and fat, but I'll take it. So I'm not going to show you my hairy ass legs again, but here are just the quick stats of how much they grew. Here's my back, a tiny bit of more definition, I guess. And here are some more miscellaneous stats of different things that I included. I'm surprised that my neck grew a little bit, so that's an interesting development. Now, after this whole month of working out, I would say nothing changed in how I felt day to day, except that I started flexing the mirror more, baby. I didn't really feel any different, but when I looked in the mirror, I could see that my muscles popped up a teeny bit more, and that's pretty sick. I would say that mentally, I feel more confident in being able to do this challenge the rest of the year. And just in general, I feel more confident in being able to work out without a gym. I think this whole video proves the concept that you don't have to have a gym to work out, And I encourage you to also try to go and do the same. Just don't watch these videos. Go and work out yourself. You could probably do 10 push-ups right now. Come on, what's stopping you? Do 10 push-ups. I'm looking at you, yeah. Do 10 push-ups right now. Anyways, here are the different lessons that I learned throughout the month. Have a plan of what exercises you are going to do on what days. Set the bare minimum of what to do each day. Figure out where you can work out besides your room, your house, or where you live so you can change things up once in a while. Don't work out in the same place. Also, just look up or watch some videos on calisthenics so you have a better idea of what you're doing. For some reason, it really helps. Lastly, to end this video off, and if you're still watching, thank you. My only regret from this month is not pushing myself harder. There was a lot of times where I could have pushed myself on different exercises and on different days. I didn't. I'm fine with that for now because this is the first month, but going on to the future, for future months and future videos, I want to push myself more. All right, thank you for watching and stay tuned for month 2, month 3, the whole year, baby.